Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Kaladevi, and I am the General Manager of Operations in GB Industries. It's a pleasure to be here today to discuss the topic of leading organizations. As we manufacture insulating rubber gloves and sleeves under the Novex brand, I have had the privilege of overseeing for our overall operations. Today, I'll delve into the essential aspects of effective leadership within an organization. Whether you are a seasoned leader or aspiring to take on leadership roles, understanding the principles of leading organizations is crucial. I like to express my gratitude to Technobiz for providing me this platform and allowing us to share insights and learn from one another. So without further ado, let's dive into our presentation on leading organizations. Organizational structure. What is organizational structure? An organizational structure displays how different resources of an organization come together and align with goals. It clearly defines the function of employees that enable them to work harmoniously and effectively. This reduces wastages of resources and increasing the productivity. Without a proper organizational structure, there would be discomfort and conflict in a business. Most important, an organization must create a centralized or decentralized organizational structure depending on its workflow needs. So this organizational structure is a systematic arrangement of human resources in an organization so as to achieve common business objectives. It outlines the roles and responsibilities of everyone in the organization so that the work and the information flow smoothly and ensuring every department, division are being effective and efficient. Organizational structure of a company. Every organizational structure contains 6 essential elements. Work design. Okay. It designs the nature and job description of a particular position. Okay. Every work, they must have a position and there will be a job description of the position. And then administrative division. It involves the grouping of jobs into departments to facilitate the coordination of the work. And deputation. It means the power conferred to each employee and department in the organization. Okay, over here you can see, forms the basis of employee reporting and relations. It is very important in an organizational structure. They decide the posts of employees in the administrative, formulates a system of coordination and interdependence in organization. It also, we must make sure that it's established a well-defined workflow. Okay, as I said, centralized or decentralized organization structure. What is that? Centralized organization structure gives uniformity of policy when the operational units face any conflicts or objectives and then strategic goals. It speeds up the decision-making process. In this system, all the power of decision-making rests at the top level of the management. They take the shape of a pyramid with a leader or executive team at the top responsible for making all decisions. So certain departmental managers overseeing like supervisors. These supervisors lead the workers at the lowest level of the hierarchy. Decentralization, okay, or decentralized organizational structure. In this system of organizational structure, an organization's middle and lower level managers making the decisions as part of the local culture or laws. Okay, they will run the show. This leaves the top management to direct its attention to major decisions. They will focus on the major decision, or they won't look into the micromanagement in the organization. Okay. What are the types of organizational structure? Okay, there are hierarchical and also the flat. Organizational implements different types of organization structures depending on the nature of their business, needs of customers, types of services required. Okay, there are some examples that I have showed here. The management hierarchical type of management. This is a type of centralized organizational structure. This system actually concentrates decision making at the top level. Okay, as a result, the organization suffers from lack of creativity as innovative ideas have to work their way up through various levels of management. Also, each employee communicates with their immediate superior and subordinates only. This reduces coordination at various levels of power and department. Okay, these are the typical organizational structure that I can show you here. CEO and followed by some managers, associate or assistant managers, executive, and employees. Okay. This is called flat organizational structure. This organizational structure is devoid of any hierarchy. No one commands or controls the employee. Instead, all decisions are made at every level of management. Therefore, it is usually used in small companies with few employees or any new startups. Okay. Flatechy. What is flatechy? It includes features of both hierarchical and flat organizational structure. It is a temporary form of organizational structure that comes into existence only when a new product is created, a new service is being tested, or when company seeks to develop a new support team. By employing flatechy, an organization can have specialized teams to handle the development of any new products or any new services with more creatively and efficiently. It is the best tool for an organization to tackle the change in the market or industry sentiment without creating capital intensive department or reforming the organizational structure. Okay, next is the functional organizational structure. It creates a fixed set of department based on certain functions like HR, the basic department functional, like accounts, marketing, production, and etc. It segregates the workforce based on the requirements of each department. For example, an accounting department will employ accountants or financial controller and to work to manage the firm's finances in the best possible manner. Okay, HR department, what they will do? They will look after the recruitment, the payroll, and administration of the firm. They will look into the workers' welfare. Moreover, the functional of organization structure, it actually allows the employees to work for a particular functional role without worrying about the other department. They only look into their department and they will provide the services according to their job nature and job description. Okay, divisional. This type of organizational structure comes into play when a firm has grown for become a giant in its sector. For example, a giant fashion and clothing company will require separate divisions based on customer groups, product types, and geographical locations. Okay, it comes into, for example, for in even rubber industry, there will be a rubber division and also is a plastic division. A divisional function organization chart is a type of organizational structure that groups employees by products, services, markets, and etc. Okay, it allows each divisions to operate independently and respond to specific customers' need. However, it can also create duplication of resources and reduce communication across divisions. Okay, next, what are the benefits of organizational structure? An organizational structure is an ideal organizational structure, which usually helps in the efficient operation of a company. Okay, some of the benefits, like they can have a better communication among members, coordination between different geographical divisions of a company, enhances efficiency and productivity, empowers employees, reduces conflict within an organization, swift decision-making possibilities. Okay, what is swift decision-making possible? The organizational structure helps the flow of the information effortlessly across different levels of management. It enables quick decision making and coordination between different department or different geographical divisions of a company. For example, organizational structure promotes easy administration and working of an organization at multiple locations. A well-defined organization structure enables better coordination between different units at various locations to ensure the attainment of common organization goals. Okay, next, how it enhances the efficiency and productivity. These are a few benefits that I'm highlighting. So organizational structure always can give and improve the level of efficiency as the staff knows their roles and responsibilities, and the supervisor knows that to expect of their subordinates. Okay, so they know exactly that what is the expectation and their responsibility. It improves the productivity in generally. Okay, and most important, empowers the employees. When workers have specific roles, they know what is their roles and limit and their accountability and duties according to their skill set. They learn and become more competent. So organizational structure boosts their confidence and empowers them. Okay. Apart from that, it also reduces the conflicts within an organization. It is very important as a management. We must address any conflict in organization. If an employee knows the scope of his work, there is no possibility of a conflict with other workers. That is why, very beginning, I say that the job description and the empowerment is only based on their job description. So in order to avoid any conflict within their scope, we must make sure there is in sufficient job description and clear empowerment is mentioned at the beginning when they take on the role in the organization. This will actually reduce the friction among the workers. Okay, and then better communication among the members or in the organization. Organization structure also can establish excellent communication between the management, supervisors, and the workers. Okay, in this way, it promotes an effective flow of information at workplace. So that is why organizational structure is very important. Okay, in summary, an organizational structure is the arrangement of an organization's workforce according to the job responsibility and ranking. It ensures the proper functioning of an organization by establishing its chain of command and workflow. The key elements of an organizational structure are the work design, departmentalization, delegation, hierarchy, and management ratio. The different types of organization structure are the hierarchical, flat, flatarchy, functional, and divisional. Okay, we are going into the 4 basic function of management, which everybody know, I believe, that the planning, organization, leading, and controlling. Okay, regardless of type of the company, whether it's a big or small, all managers perform the same 4 basic function of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. There are 4 generally accepted functions of management. Okay, these are the 4 basic function of management. These functions work together in the creation, execution, and realization of the organizational goals. The four functions is what I say: the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling is a management function that management can be considered a process where each function builds on the previous function. To be successful, management need to follow the four functions of management in the proper order. Okay, managers first need to develop a plan. They must have a planning, and then organize their resources and delegate responsibilities to employees according to the plan. Okay, before we even start anything, any project, they must have a proper planning, and they delegate the work to the employees according to the needs. They lead others to efficiently carry out the plan. Okay, the manager's role is to making sure that the plan has been carried out efficiently, and finally do evaluation. Okay, evaluate the plan's effectiveness as it's being executed and make any necessary adjustment. Okay, every planning you must have your structure. What are the jobs that need to be done? How many days that you require to complete the job? And then we will do the making sure that it organized properly. Okay, as a leader, we must make sure that this job has been done under our monitoring by giving them a proper guideline and coaching, and making sure that these are the projects that are progressing according to the timeline, where this is called the controlling. When we're making a controlling, to make sure that the projects are complete within the timeline, and address if any issues or any problem, any challenges within the department. Okay, talk about planning. There are many types of planning here: strategic planning, tactical planning, and operational planning. Okay, these several approaches actually will give you an overview of, okay, what are the type of planning that the managers should address. In the planning stage, managers establish organizational goals and create a course of action to achieve them. Okay, during the planning phase, managers makes strategic decision to set a direction for the organization. Direction is very important, so they make the direction before they start any projects. Okay, during the planning phase, once the strategic decision has been made or set, the managers can brainstorm with different alternative ways to achieve the objective. They have to do the brainstorm within the team members to achieve the objective before choosing the best course of action. Okay, so by doing that, the people in your team will be participate, and they are freely will be given a chance to give their opinion, and in this way they will be buying the idea, and then they will work better. While planning, managers typically can conduct an in-depth of analysis the organization's current state of affairs, taking into consideration if it's vision, mission, and evaluating what resources are available to meet the organizational objective. It is very important. While we're making the strategic planning, we must understand the resources, the limitation of the resources, and have to work accordingly. Okay, then come into organizing. Okay, the purpose of organizing is to distribute the resources and delegate tasks to personnel to achieve the goals established in the planning stage. Okay, managers may need to work with other departments of the organization, like a finance, human resources. We want to know, we want to understand that, okay, we are going to use which location, how many days we are going to the project, and how much of the cost of the project, what is the ROI, and how many people are going to involve. So we have to work together with the finance and human resources to organize the budget and the staffing. Okay, during the organization stage, managers strive to create work environment conducive to productivity. When assigning team member roles, managers should explain and making sure that the employee understand their individual duties. To help employees feel engaged and productive, managers should ensure that employees are assigned an appropriate amount of work, not overloaded. So that is why we have to understand the capacity and the capability of the workers' capability to understand that how and how much amount of time and work they are needed to complete their work. So managers are playing very important role to make the decision or to assigning any task to your downline. Okay, leading. Leading consists of motivating employees and influencing their behavior to achieve organizational objective. Okay, leading focuses on managing people, such as individual, team, or group, rather than just a task. Okay, so how you want to lead your people, how you become an influencer, it's actually you as a leader going to provide and coach and guide them with a lot of motivation and giving them the right tools to move their projects efficiently. Managers can foster a positive working environment by identifying moments when employees need encouragement, okay, encouragement or direction in using positive reinforcement to give them always a praise when employees have done their jobs well. Praising is a boost of champion. You must praise a person once they have done, even it's a small, try to praise them and keep them continue with their motivation to complete their tasks efficiently and also effectively. Okay, these are the few approaches as what I say that directing. Okay, just now we actually look into the planning, coaching, coordinating, and now we are looking into leading the approaches. Okay, directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. These are the four types of managers usually to incorporate in their leadership with the different styles and change their management to adapt to different situations. Okay, examples, directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. Okay, let's look into the detail. What is directing? The manager actually leads by deciding with a little input from the employee. Okay, so he will decide, but they still will look and ask for the input from the employee. This is an effective leadership style for new employees where we need a lot of initial direction and the guideline and training. Okay, coaching. Coaching, the manager is more receptive to input from employees. They may pitch their ideas to employees to work cooperatively and build trust with the team members. This style of leadership is effective for individuals who need managerial support for further development their skills. Okay, next is a supporting. Managers also decide with the team members, but they focus on relationship within the team. That's what I said. Relationship is very important. Build a relationship by giving them support when they need it. And then finally is a delegating. Leader also provide a minimum guidelines, guidance to employees, and more concern with the vision of the project that day-to-day operation. Okay, delegating is an art. When you have given a task, it's not that just giving them and let them complete the job by themselves. We delegate, but with our supervision, our coaching and guidelines to continue, give them the support and motivation to keep them complete their tasks confidently and timely. Okay, controlling. Okay, controlling is the process of evaluating the execution of the plan and making adjustment to ensure that organizational goal is achieved. Okay, so that is where we usually, very typically, we will set a clear KPI, or now they are calling OKR, okay, and do the evaluation to monitor their performance. Cascading goals from top to bottom. They know every one of them in the organization must understand whether in their way, in the layman term, we must able to explain the goals clearly from the top to bottom. So communication plan is also very important to share the strategy with the company. So with this, they can conduct a very good job to give us in align with our objective. So managers also can conduct performance appraisals. Usually in a typical organization, we will do once a year, which I think is not good enough. We have to try to do at least within a 6 months once. Okay, performance appraisal can give employees feedback. It can be a both ways. So we can provide also a positive remarks or even anything lacking. We will make them by giving them very constructive feedback and give them the facilities or the necessary training to continue uh, train and move them to do their job well. Okay. Okay, importance of management theory. Why it is very important. So coordinating the efforts of people. Okay. The study of management should be concerned with human behavior and organizations and related matters. Okay, organizational effectiveness depend on the quality of relationship among the people working in the organization. So relationships is very important. Good management, okay, they rest on the ability to managers to develop the interpersonal competency among the members to support collaborative efforts at all level of the organization. Okay, so importance of management is coordinating, improve the research in management, crystallize the nature of management, and increase, this can always increase the efficiency in the organization. Okay, the summary of the leading organization. An organizational structure is the arrangement of an organization's workforce according to job responsibility and ranking. It always ensures the proper functioning of an organization by establishing in its chain of command and workflow. Okay, we already learned about the key elements of an organizational structure: work design, departmentalization, delegation, hierarchy, and management. We are almost to the end of this slide. So I'd like to summarize this further. Organizational leadership encompasses a broader scope of responsibility than just a traditional management. Organizational leadership communicates the mission and vision clearly, establishes the strategic plan, and inspires individuals to put forth their talents to fulfill the goals aligned with the strategic plan and their vision. Ultimately, the leader's vision. Okay, organizational leadership refers to the ability to guide a big group of individuals or group towards the fulfilling and organization's missions. It involves understanding the organization's purpose, aligning strengths with the mission, and creating strategic plans to achieve it. Okay, in essence, effective leadership ensures that the team work cohesively to achieve the common goals. Okay, I am concluding my presentation on organizational leadership. Okay, we are to the end. I believe this overview of the topic will enhance your leadership skills. I like to express again my gratitude for your time, and thanks, Technobiz. Special thanks to Param to give me this opportunity. And he always encouraged me and pushed me to complete my assignment, as this is a part of my assignment for the 360-degree diploma program on technology and management program. Okay, if you have any suggestions or any clarification, please feel free to email Technobiz and I will address all your queries. Thank you.